Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm half dead. At the moment, I didn't sleep much last night. It's been quite a week and quite a weekend. So I'm going to be kind to myself today. I have some work to do. I am editing this great book, and I will be working on that. But I'm so, like I look at my like I see myself like I look at my face and I'm like, oh God, you're so tired. You need sleep. And I try to get some sleep, but I was in bed last night and context, of course. This weekend I launched my one-on-one coaching program, and I've had some great responses already, so that really psyched me up. And yesterday was Bi Visibility Day 2018. So me and my co-editor Sheena Mary, we published our first anthology in the My Voice, My Story series. And so I went to bed a little late because just before I was going to brush my teeth, I just looked at my dashboard, and I saw that the page had, since I put on all the links to the EPUBs and the Mobies and the whatever people need to read the ebook, because it's a free ebook, so we're just sharing the information. I just looked at the page views, and I saw we were about 937. So I texted that, so something like that. So I texted that to Sheena Mary, and then I refreshed like 3 minutes later, and we had 12 more views. So I was kind of sort of trying to stay up because I wanted to see the 12. Or as I wanted to, I was like before 12 o'clock, I wanted to hit 1,000. And then at one point, I think it was 11:30, and we were on 995, and I was like, I'm dead, I'm going to sleep. We'll hit 1,000 by midnight. I'm confident. And we did, because I'm sure we did, because I just checked, and since I uploaded the links, see, oh God, I can't even make a full sentence and I'm dead. So now we've had 1,233 hits, which is amazing. I mean, seriously, this is amazing stuff. I was really, if I wasn't this tired, I'd be like dancing around, and now I'm just like, yeah, this was so worth it. I'm really excited. And this is completely improvised. I only have this little cheat sheet and things that I want to say today. So what I want to talk about today. Okay, let's get into what I'm doing here. So yesterday was a little crazy, and also funny thing is that for some weird reason, and I still haven't figured out why that was, one of the old versions of a story ended up in the ebook. So if you like I was at a birthday party of my cousin, and Sheena Mary, she's in Canada, so she was still asleep. And then one of the authors emailed me, and we were like, I was like, oh no, we need to fix this, because I'd seen that approximately 300 to 400 people had already downloaded the book. So I was like, no, no, this is bad. So I was just sitting there while I was talking to my family. It's like, wake the fuck up, please wake the fuck up. And then she woke up and she fixed it immediately before breakfast. So if you download it really early yesterday, go ahead and download it again, because you might have a different version. We can call it a special edition, like, something like that. But I'm glad we fixed it. So yesterday was crazy, and I was also, half of the time I was not at home, so I couldn't do much. I wasn't near my computer. And afterwards, after the birthday party, I went home with my mom. We had dinner together, and we were talking about this, because I just had to blow off steam. I was so so psyched, so I just couldn't stop talking. And at one point, she asked, "So this anthology, is there a story? Like, did you write a story?" I was like, yeah. I mean, Sheena Mary wrote a new story, and I just I revised an old story that I had. And then she asked the question, are you writing at all right now? Because you're so busy. I mean, are you even writing? I mean, you're working on this book, right? And I was like, oh shit, this, because I'm not. Honestly, I'm not writing at the moment. And people who are on John Robbins, what's it called, the Awesome Writers spreadsheet. It's on my. I interviewed him once about it. It's on my blog. So mswordsmith.nl/blog. You can find the interview with John. So people who are on that, they see that I'm not writing at all at the moment. And I thought I'm setting such a bad example that I'm setting. I mean, as a writing coach and as an editor, it's such a bad example. And then I thought, no, wait, because this is something that I have to do right now. I mean, usually for me, writing is very seasonal. Also because, sorry, I keep switching my phone around, but Saturday, speaking of a crazy weekend, Saturday, one of my best friends moved in with her girlfriend. So I'm sore everywhere. Like, so I have to keep switching arms because I'm hurting as well. And I'm like, no, because I really needed to do this. And the summer was really busy. I tend to write a lot in the summer. I've always had, like, I easily hit like 50,000 words in summer. But there was a lot of editing that I had to do. So I just thought, okay, let's not do this then. Okay, let's just, be kind to myself and not worry about the fact that I'm not writing at all. And then, of course, I mean, behind the scenes, I've been working so hard to do all these things that I'm doing, like that I put out this weekend. I was like, no. So I told my mom, I was like, I'm not. And I know that people, that there's this idea that you have to write every day. And to a certain extent, I totally agree with that. But if for some reason that's not happening, don't beat yourself up over it, because I'm of the firm belief that, and I'm very familiar with the beating yourself up. I mean, that's like my specialty. Like, I excel at beating myself up. In the past few years, I've been trying to be more kind to myself because I've learned it's not very productive. Of course, if you don't write because you're lazy, by all means, beat yourself up. Kick yourself in the ass. But if you're not writing, take a moment to figure out why you're not writing. So, for instance, for me, I'm not blocked. I can't wait to find time to write again. And in fact, I'm still, because I'm writing my young adult fantasy trilogy, but I'm also co-writing a romance series of novellas. And at this moment, I'm just waiting for my co-writer to finish the first draft of the second book, so I can, jump in and rewrite it. So it's not as if I'm not, in the back of my mind, I'm not doing anything. Writing-wise. I was going to say creative-wise, but of course all these things I've been putting out, that's creative work as well. I mean, creativity is not just like putting the words on the page. Creating a writing program is creativity. Creating this book, very creative endeavor. So yeah, I don't have a reason to be mad at myself for not writing. It's something that I know I have to keep it in mind. I have to keep checking why I'm not writing. So that's actually, I just want to see if that's the only thing I wanted to say. Yes, that's my point for today. My point for today is, if you find that you're not writing, please take a moment or a few moments to look at the reason why you're not writing, because there's a chance that you're just too busy doing something else. And of course, if that's a pattern, if you cannot prioritize your writing ever, that's a problem. And we probably need to talk about that. But if you're just like, for me, I'm doing something that I'm really excited about. It gives me a lot of energy, even though, I mean, I don't look very energetic right now. I'll admit that. But it does. Like, I'm really excited about all this. If it just needs to be paused for a second because you're doing something else, it's gonna be doing. See, I don't even speak English anymore. That's meaningful to your life. Let's put it that way. Then it's not necessarily a problem if you have a writing break. You also need to fill the well, so to speak. At some point, you need to fill the well. So yeah, if you're not writing and you realize that it's because that you actually should be, but you're blocked because fear, or it could be laziness. I mean, I know people who just, don't want to put the work in. But it could also be fear. It could be your inability to not prioritize your creative time. If it's something like that, we need to address it. But if it's just because you're doing something else that's also very meaningful to you, it's okay. So that's I'm going with that for myself. Like today's especially because I just need to be really nice to myself because I'm so tired. Um, and I still have a book to edit today. So yeah, and I have some like, God, today is gonna be crazy as well. So that's I don't even make sense anymore. So this is me, like this is the unedited. This is the uncensored version of me. Like I haven't really prepared this at all. So if you ever wanted to see what I look like when I don't know what I'm really talking about, that's this version. I'm just blah. So yeah, be kind to yourself, but do check with yourself. Do check in. What is it? What is the reason behind me not writing? For me, it's because I'm doing something else. And for me, I've always been both the editor and the coach and the writer. My goal in life has never been to become a full-time writer. So I'm not doing this so I can sustain a full-time writing life. I've always planned on doing both. So as long as I keep that balance up, and that means it's always a balancing act, of course, I'm very happy. And apparently at this point in time, I need to focus on the editing and the coaching. And the writing will come up. I mean, it's almost NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, for those not on the NaNoWriMo train yet. I'll be writing. I mean, come on, it's NaNoWriMo, I have to write. Okay, I have no idea. See, I'm doing this on my phone again, so I have no idea how long I've been yapping away. So I'm gonna say, I was gonna say good night, so you'll know. And it's what time is it? It's about 10 a.m. here, so you know where I'm at. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. And be kind to yourself, okay? The entire week, please.